And you can put out the quiet in the beginning.
Editing. What's that?
So I had this idea. Since we're trying to, find dudes as a part of our whole shtick here, I was thinking what we could do is like those roles that you had banked up, that we could just start a big general pool of successes and can consider it kind of like an ongoing, or like a
group.
no, like what am I trying to say? An ongoing role, a role you do.
Extended role.
Extended role, yeah. Like an extended role.
Like old skill challenges.
Yeah, kind of like skill challenges. Yeah.
Well, there is an extended roles mechanic in V5.
Right. But like extended role but group base, right?
Right.
And so like every week when you guys check your cameras and like look in and try to analyze and do the body language thing, like that would earn a role, right? Mm-hmm. Doing something in the narrative that would help to reveal who people are would earn a role. And then successes from the role would be pooled into the total. And then when the total reached a certain amount, you would find somebody that may or, varying degrees of usefulness.
Sounds legit.
And we've got, 2 so far?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. We got Philip Swenson, FBI agent, and Greg Simmons, who is...
He's the drunk guard.
He was another agent. He was the drunk one.
Okay, so there's one guy I kind of gave away, so we'll call him a freebie.
Yep.
And then we'll say that it takes, the group can earn 1, 2, 3 if you work really hard and it's really clever rolls per game. And you need to accumulate 10 rolls or 10 successes in order to try to find somebody.
All right.
So I already got an idea for what I'm doing at least once in this session. So
Okay.
somebody else has something. Well, my plan, I've already started spreading the DEA rumors. That was 2 weeks ago game time, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go to some campus parties
Okay.
and make some contacts.
I think that's sensible.
Where did you have my character? Where'd you have my character?
This thing is dead.
What thing?
That speaker,
Do you need an extension cord?
it doesn't work.
Well, this one needs the battery doesn't work. It has to.
Yeah, I plugged it in two different
Since
ways.
you have unobstructed line of sight to the sound bar, it may work to use that better now if you want a Bluetooth pair
I'll
with
use
it.
this. I have this one.
Okay. Fine then, just reject my tech off. I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit. Pretending to be affronted for comedic effect.
How dare you?
How dare you? Oh, the nerve. What outrageousness.
That's what it is.
Case in point.
It can't charge in and out at the same time.
Ah.
That's the problem. Oh, okay. Here's what we're going to do this.
Hey, Will, can I see you real quick?
There it goes. I figured it out. So they,
Open the door and he just shimmies up like a bottle rocket.
What?
I said, like I said, open the door and he just shimmies up like a bottle rocket.
Yep.
Okay. So you're wanting to go to some college parties. I think I think we're gonna call that a manipulation. 2 rolls to get in. One, we'll call it manipulation and
Persuasion. I'm using persuasion as best I can, unless you think something else is appropriate.
I think you need to be dishonest enough that copious amounts of lying is involved.
That would still be persuasion.
Persuasion involves telling somebody to do something.
Or I
making
guess
them
subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
is lying.
do- lying.
Yeah.
Persuasion, bringing them around to your point of view.
Come on, you know you want to do it. Subterfuge. No, I don't want to do that. No, you can't make me.
And then you're going to need to roll a Dex plus Athletics to see how well you do in the beer pong tournament.
No.
Okay. I think if you're a vampire, you probably win at beer pong.
Maybe.
Considering I can't get drunk, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And considering
Pretty
I have
good.
celerity,
You can get drunk. Just
Considering I
not
have
that way.
celerity and high dex,
There is no Pong
yeah.
tournament.
But no, I am not going. I wouldn't go to one if there was. Two successes.
Okay. 2 successes gives you a series of imperfect instructions to parties. So you don't quite have the right addresses and stuff, and it causes you to need to ask around a little bit to try to find out where you're going or find the right place or something like that.
I go to where the noise is.
Right, you can find it. It's just that you can't go straight there. You have to which way is it? Which which building is it? And then once there, I'm thinking that we're going to need a manipulation and academics in order to try to blend in.
Academics.
Yeah, because quickly comes the questions of what's your major? What are you studying? Which book did you like? Which professor? Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but that's not really what I'm trying to do.
So you're not trying to blend in?
No, I'm just asking around. I mean, I can. Anytime I stand on someone's memory, I just wipe their memory. I don't
So you're going to wipe the memory of entire groups of people?
No, just anyone that I happen to talk to that isn't helpful.
Okay. So you're going to. So then you need to isolate people when you talk to them, so that you're not talking to groups. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think then that you're going to need manipulation and persuasion.
Okay. So I walk into this party. What's going on?
You're trying to isolate somebody in order to get information, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Right. So roll manipulation, roll persuasion, and you can segregate somebody from the group and thus be able to potentially wipe their mind.
Yeah, 3 successes.
Excellent. Who do you choose?
So I figure now. I know the kind of college kids that buy the kind of that tend to buy from the gang members and the scumbags because I've been in that set.
Okay.
So basically, what we're looking for some kid been on the shifty side, not too popular, but looks like he talks to plenty of people. I'm also looking for the signs, man. I mean, I got a specialty in recognizing who the real criminals are. And
So you're looking
streetwise.
for you find who you're looking for. I just want to know who they are.
Oh, you want me to come up with something?
Yeah. Just tell me.
okay.
Tell me, like you succeeded at the role. You had 3 successes. That's a complete success with no setbacks. So you found exactly the type of target you want to find. You tell me who they are, and we can role play it out.
Okay. This guy's name is He's just Bobby Davis.
Bobby Davis.
Bobby Davis.
He's a scumbag.
He's a white kid from the suburbs.
Oh.
He thinks he can get away with anything.
Yeah. Pop collar.
Oh,
this guy.
Polo shirt's really tight.
this
Yeah.
guy.
Does he have the Awesome Blossom hair?
Of course.
The hair looks like Awesome Blossom from Chili's. All frosted tips and spiky straight up. What about chin strap? Does he have a chin strap?
Probably.
What a douche. I hate this guy.
Yeah.
No offense to guys with chin straps out there. But if you got that whole combo going on, you're probably a douche.
Well, your douche potential's high.
Yes. Signs point to yes.
Could be a great guy.
Could be. Could be.
So, how did you lure this guy away?
Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Abby?
He's in his. I assume he's probably standing around with a group of friends, and I'm like, I just walk up to him.
Okay.
Hey, Bobby, how's it going, man?
Hey, man.
Hey,
How's it going?
my name's Jake. I hear you're a guy who can get a hold of stuff.
Oh no. You got the wrong
it's
guy.
good.
Hey, you got the wrong. Over by the cooler. I'm the wrong guy.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are.
5 minutes later, over by the cooler. Say, man, what is it? What is it you're looking for, man?
So here's the problem. You see,
Yes, speak up.
here's the problem. Here's the problem.
Looking around.
I know the character's being quiet. I understand that.
I hear there's a lot of heat on campus right now.
What?
Yeah, you haven't heard that?
No.
Man, they're saying DEA's out there.
Shit.
Yeah. See, I'm looking to do some business on campus, but I can't do it with all this heat around.
Well, that's crazy, man.
I hear you're the kind of guy who could get stuff done.
I mean, depends what it is, man.
Yeah. Moving merchandise, that kind of stuff.
I mean, I know some people, but not with DEA running around.
Well, see, that's the problem. See, I got the same issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm looking, if I can find out who these guys are, we could put a little pressure on them. You see? But nobody seems to know, and I figure a guy like you, here on campus, got your ear to the ground and that kind of thing. You can find out for me. Maybe help out a little.
I don't know, man. That's kind of above my pay grade, man.
Well, maybe you could tell me who I need to talk to.
I don't quite know anybody like that, man.
Come on, man. I'm sticking my neck out here for you.
How are you sticking your neck out for me? You told me about the tip. I appreciate it.
Yeah. But coming into a party like this, there's all kinds of people in it. I don't know who's listening. For all I know, you could be fishing on me. I'm looking for info.
Look, I was just kidding about all this stuff. I don't have nothing, man. I was just joking. I say that so people think I'm cool. Give me
So what you're saying is you're lying to me, and I'm going to throw in some Don.
give me a manip or a composure and a subterfuge.
Two.
Two, you're fairly sure he thinks you're a cop now.
Let me put it to you straight in simple words you can understand. I ain't no cop. And if I was a cop, I wouldn't be able to tell you that, and you know that. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to find out for me. You're going to provide me some contacts, whether it's these people or you're going to direct me to somebody who can. If not, I could get very angry, and that would be bad.
All right, give me that intimidation, Matt. Here we go.
Sure, I got the dice here. I think 5 successes ought to be plenty.
Yeah. You start seeing him sweat a little bit. Look, man, I don't want any kind of trouble, man.
I don't either. That's the last thing I want. Trust me. So just give me what I need. I'll move along. You'll never have to see me again.
I don't really know how to find somebody like that. Well, what do I do?
Ask around. You know how to get stuff, right?
Yeah, but won't I get in trouble doing that?
Maybe. Asking around ain't gonna hurt nothing. You got contacts. I know you do. Otherwise, where do you get the stuff that you push on these kids?
We're just having fun, man.
Yeah, well, it comes from somewhere.
All right, man.
So who do I talk to?
Look, I can give him your name. Tell him you want to meet him. I can't just be showing up, you know. You can't do that. Look, I can't get mushrooms, right? Or I don't use mushrooms, right? I just like pharmaceuticals.
Right.
So maybe if you wanted mushrooms, I could introduce you to him.
That'll be fine.
Okay.
Just hunky-dory.
Should I call you or what?
How long is it going to take you to get a hold of this person?
I don't know. Maybe a day or so. Maybe a couple days.
Yeah, call me, and I give him the number of one of my burners.
All right.
Don't let me down. I'd hate to have to come back here.
He kind of eases off.
Try to ease my way out of the party. Not rushing out, not drawing any attention, just sort of easing my way out.
So, where are you staying?
The satellite office, obviously.
At the satellite office? Okay.
I'm going back to the club.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So you get email. And the email is from, come on, brain. What's the name of my character that I need? Dakota, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Dakota just says that he has some. He's gonna be. It says it's an out of office message.
He sends me an out of office message.
Right.
Yeah. Good. I like it.
And he says it says that he'll be out of the office until, like 3 days from now.
Interesting.
Where do you stay?
I imagine the satellite office is going to get crowded if I stick around there too much. I think I'm probably going to stay in my crappy little apartment above the Radio Shack. As has been heretofore established.
Okay. So, knocking at your door. There looks like just a scrawny. Looks like a freshman.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is from the professor."
Wait here. Snag. Open it.
Math equations.
Very good, thank you.
Please.
Yeah. Looking for whatever possible message might be here.
Intelligence and academics.
I got that.
You got that?
Oh, we all need to make rouse checks, yes?
Yes.
For waking the heck up.
One. Always one. Otherwise, you're practically guaranteed to fail.
I noticed the blood potency rules say if you're at blood potency 1,
You're
just
at blood
like
potency
just
1.
above. Rouse checks are roll 2 and take the better.
They are?
That's what it said.
Because I could have swore when we started we rolled
That far
2
off.
for rouse check.
No. Though you might have inadvertently been doing it.
You've been doing it correct.
What page is it on?
I'll have to go find it again. I was reading it as I was reading through the book
don't tell me
earlier.
that.
I'm
Page
sorry.
reference.
I know. I'm fine with it. It's gonna be 215, probably thereabouts. Blood potency 1. Roll 2 dice and pick the
For
highest
level
one.
1 discipline powers, not for waking up.
Fair point. Fair point. Level 1 discipline powers. Never mind. All right.
So yeah, you go through and do the math problems, and like there's various like lettered remainders throughout them, which then if you put them through the first equation, re-scramble them into a message, and the message says that your patron would like for you to meet him at a local bar. It's a wine bar downtown.
So out of time, or just like
This evening.
stuff the message in my pocket. Call the Uber to take me to the place.
Okay.
Go right now.
Heading off over in that direction, you see him sitting at one of the higher tables off in the corner, and he's talking with a man that seems to be well dressed, with medium long black hair. shoulder length, blonde black hair. And that gentleman gets up and seems to politely excuse himself as you approach.
This is Professor Pedraza.
Yes.
Okay.
Who I imagine him to be this like significantly overweight yet barrel-chested mountain of a man who clads himself in tweed armor
Yes.
and
He's got the houndstooth jacket,
Yeah.
the elbow patches. Oh yeah, he does.
and he's got like the spectacles and whatnot.
Probably a proclivity for bow ties.
Yeah, no, I don't think the bow tie. I think he just he wears it open, and then he constantly is polishing his spectacles.
There's his tell. His not his tell, his
Nervous tick.
yeah, his tick.
His thing.
Huh. Kind of
Sit.
side left of the table, looking surprised. Oh, Professor, imagine meeting you here.
Yes, very strange. I don't know you frequent these parts.
Well, you have to, keep people guessing. You don't want it to become predictable.
If you say so. How are things for you?
Oh,
You do well?
very busy. Very busy indeed.
How are things at the college?
I am working with some colleagues on a very interesting project.
Yes.
I think if it comes to fruition, it could give us some great insights. Give us an opportunity to pursue even broader fields of study.
Very good. I can say that I don't too much miss my tenure there.
Well, be that as it may, there are always obstacles to these things, aren't there? That is the way of academics. You think you're making progress proving a theory, and it turns out your data is all wrong. There are always obstacles. However, the advice you gave me the other day was quite helpful in overcoming some of those obstacles.
Yes, of course, of course. I resign myself to independent study now.
It can be quite liberating. Liberating indeed.
Agreed.
Where have your pursuits taken you these days?
Linguistics, mostly.
Oh,
I know. A man of science.
no, it's fascinating the way that languages develop over time.
Yes, and of course also the things that they reveal.
And the very meanings of words can change. The more often they're spoken, the longer they're spoken.
There are a few choice words that I had to say upon my termination.
I imagine so. Would be a fly on the wall in that meeting.
My sabbatical was insufficient for my termination. So it is quite obvious that something is afoot.
Yes. There's always another person jockeying for position or favor.
Yes.
If academics was purely academics and there were no politics involved, it would be an altogether different thing, would it
It
not?
would be heaven.
Yes. Pursuit of knowledge for knowledge's sake rather than funding. Favors.
For glory.
Glory.
So as you can imagine, I am not going to be in a position to aid or further your support. At least not collegially.
Yes. Well, not only the department, but I personally will greatly miss you. of course, will not be strangers, but
Oh, no strangers.
certainly not official work colleagues anymore.
Not work colleagues, yes. But I'm thinking it is likely whoever it is that thought that I was old news might be of interest to avoid.
Oh, that much you're probably right about.
Or detect.
I'm sure they would take a keen interest in anyone that you have taken a keen interest in.
Yes, and you are a smart boy. I wish you to be armed with the knowledge to insulate yourself.
Yes, this. I appreciate your telling me. I am, of course, disappointed. As I said, the college is losing a great asset, but the opportunities for independent study cannot be denied. And obviously, should you have any interesting projects that you would like my assistance with, you have but to ask.
I am sure that we will be mutual in our exchanges.
After all, I owe you a great deal.
But in the meantime,
Oh, I'll be watchful. I will be wary.
you should of particular be wary of the assistant to the dean.
And that is, run me again?
Martha Sobel.
She struck you as one who has a great deal of difficulty minding her own business?
Yes, she will always influence the dean to handle problems with a heavy hand.
Ah,
There is also Daniel Thompson
yes.
of Humanities. I doubt you will have quite as much difficulty with him as he is a part of the great new internet cause. He takes the aim of justice for people too far to his own advantage.
Well, if I've ever found a point of disagreement with those who consider themselves some manner of social justice warrior, it is that the problem with speaking your own truth is that your own truth does not require verification.
Yes. And lastly, there is Alyssa Venier.
What was that last name?
Venier?
Vendor. Listen, where,
She is leader of Alumni Association. And your previous comment about putting nose where it does not belong is most apt for her.
she is of an inquisitive nature?
Yes.
Interesting. Well, I will be wary, of course. Who knows, perhaps my time at the college is not much longer, but
I have finished my wine and prepaid. Perhaps we walk?
Yes. It is a beautiful night.
It is.
Shrug on my jacket.
He stands up, flips a couple bills onto the table, and you guys walk out.
Yeah.
Within 5 minutes or so, amidst some chit-chatting, you begin to hear the huffs of exertion from walking stop. As he begins to drop his facade. I do not know at which of these three was behind this. I do not know if I have been targeted by our enemies. But regardless, one of these three is guilty of doing this to me. And whatever their motive, they are obviously powerful enough that they will be in a short line of succession to our enemies.
Yes, that was only the only real logical conclusion one could make.
If I am fortunate, it is simply that I was gone for long enough time that somebody wanted to justify saving money. And I am old. But, as I say, regardless, they are, between the three of them, it should provide a short route to our enemies. They are powerful enough that to influence them or replace them would be to hold great sway.
Yes. Would be quite a blow to our mutual enemies.
The assistant to the dean, of course, has his ear.
Yes.
A very powerful position. The leader of humanities has quite obvious great sway among the students.
As would the leader of the president of the Alumni Association.
Yes, but less so much the students now as previous students, donors, and faculty.
And as they say, follow the money. All very likely candidates.
Do you have someone?
Do I have one that I think is the most likely culprit?
No. Someone to move in.
I think that could be arranged.
Take your time.
Yes.
Be slow.
No, to act in haste is to invite failure. And if there's one thing we definitely have, it is time.
Yes. My power and influence in the college is now gone. So, someone must take my place.
Yes. You have no interest in returning there at some point?
I'm tired of it.
I can understand that.
I'm going to move on to something else. I have yet to decide.
Sometimes the limitations of perspective that the mortal mind places upon itself are frustrating to work with.
I am meant for greater things, and we both know it.
Yes. Agreed. As I say, whatever I can do to assist, you have but to ask.
It seems now that perhaps you will be the one to need of assist. I am passing the torch, young one. Do not drop it.
I'll see to it that it is that this stewardship is attended to with care and diligence. Thank you for everything. Not that this is farewell, but
I will stay close.
at least in this capacity, it is a farewell.
Yes, a farewell to one life, and a hello to another. I go now. He just turns heel.
Yep. Stand there watching for a moment, turn around and head on, man. Actually, I'll head to the satellite office, but
Okay.
we can get back to that.
Okay. I want you to roll intelligence and streetwise. Or no, wits and streetwise. Wits and streetwise.
All right, I got 3.
Okay.
No, 2. That's a 5. not a
Okay.
6.
Okay. I'll tell you what you figure out. It sounds like everybody's coming back to the satellite office, so I'll tell you when you get there. I'll tell you something feels weird. You're not quite sure what it is. You've been hanging out at the satellite office. What have you been doing?
At the
This is
satellite
the
office.
first. You've been hanging out at the satellite office. Okay. So you guys get back. You know, you're like, something's weird. I can't quite put my finger on it. Like, something just felt kind of weird about the night. You weren't sure exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is. There is 0 police. They are not anywhere. So, back at the satellite office, which has a modicum of furniture, several computer stations, wires.
Yeah, quite a few wires. A lot of wires, actually.
Yeah,
in some
lots of
places.
wires.
There's the garage door, and it's always open because there's like 50 wires that run into it, into a computer in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right,
Well, I
look.
was headed to the club, but as soon as I make this realization, I'm gonna head to the satellite office.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, okay. My bad, but that works out fine.
Yeah.
The club is the satellite. Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, I'm being smart
I
ass.
don't know.
Pay me no mind.
Okay. So the ball's in y'all's court.
Welcome back. Nope, professor's gone.
He gets back first.
Welcome back, old man. Not an old man. I call you an old man.
He's the old man. Something really weird's going on tonight.
How so?
All them wires and computers and stuff you got hooked up, you got police band on that thing?
I got police. What now?
Police band, you know, radios.
I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. No, I don't. Probably get a radio around here somewhere though.
Well, there are no cops anywhere in this area right now.
I could rig something up for it too.
It's way too quiet. There's something going on.
Give me your radio. Not that it actually goes to police signals, but we can fix that, right?
I mean, maybe.
You got just a CB radio type thing?
Yeah, if you got CB radio and you're trying to tune it to
to fix.
You should be able to jury rig to go to police band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
figured.
not easy though.
What you want me to do?
Yeah, technology and intelligence.
All right. Two successes.
It's gonna take you a couple days with parts you don't have.
I'm getting on the phone, getting on one of my phones, calling Mags, my security guy.
Mm-hmm. He's the Samoan guy, right?
I'll
No, he's not Samoan. He's
No.
another Italian, but
Oh.
he's the big Italian guy that I grew up with.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend.
She's watching the club tonight, so
Then to reroll or roll a couple more. That'll make it 4 successes.
4 successes. You can maybe have it done by the end of the night, and it'll break the radio.
Fine. I'm working on it.
All right. What's up, boss?
Mags, what's going on at the club tonight? How are things?
Everything's cool. People are tipping good.
Anyone there that shouldn't be?
Nah.
All right. Keep an eye out. Something weird's going on.
Yeah, sure thing. What am I keeping an eye out for exactly?
I don't know yet. But something's got the cops distracted.
You want me to call this number?
There are no cops anywhere in the area. Yeah, if something comes up, you call this number.
No cops?
Yeah.
That is a little strange.
Okay.
You don't need it?
I'll call this number if anything's weird.
All right.
Hold on for now.
Hold down the fort.
What's up with you?
I'd like to call my sire, give him an update.
Your sire's not telling.
Okay. Can I write him a letter?
Cinderella.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Cinderella.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna write him a letter, explain what I've found so far, which isn't much. Pretty much explains like we got Chuck.
How are you going to write the letter?
What do you mean? How am I gonna write the letter?
How are you going to write the letter?
Do you have a quill and inkwell?
No, I'm just tell me how you're going to write the letter.
Like word for word? How am I gonna write the letter? Or
Tell me the general approach of writing a letter that you're going to take.
so I'm gonna tell him we found Chuck, pretty
Uh-huh.
much, and I feel like I should know what it's for, but I don't. Pretty much, I'm asking him for his advice. And also, I mentioned the mysterious, creepy clown, going into detail, describing the smile, what he kind of looked like, go
Okay.
through stuff,
Okay.
and just kind of asking him if he's seen anything like this, or if not, if he knows anyone who can
Okay.
give me a
Are you-
contact
are
with.
you-
Did you purchase Mala?
Mala?
Yes.
It's a background.
Did you say background?
No, I did not.
Okay. Then you need to roll me a charisma and persuasion when writing this letter, because he is under no obligation whatsoever to do anything for you besides kill you
Yeah.
if you fuck up.
Yep.
So you are now pleading and begging with him to please help me.
I wasn't expecting it to be easy.
Are you writing this in plain English? And can I look
no.
over your shoulder and notice?
No.
All right.
Given the time period that I grew up in, I kind of throw in a few occultish,
Anachronism.
yeah, just like add a few symbols here, a few things there, just kind of keep it semi-secret. Oh, 1, 2 successes.
2 successes. All right. How are you going to send it?
How am I gonna send it? Since the message is only readable by him, pretty much, just over regular mail,
Okay.
express overnight.
Okay. That's a thing. Ray, the good doctor is writing a letter. Your
Like,
your monkey wrencher over here is
Yeah.
taking apart a radio.
What did that radio ever do to you?
it don't talk to the police.
Oh, you need a police scanner.
Or I can just make one.
That's true.
I haven't done it in a couple hours.
That's
Oh.
true.
By the way, why, you ask? I appreciate you asking. He says there's no policemen out there.
Cops don't just disappear for no reason. There's none anywhere.
Something
All the
felt
whole way
off.
here. Never saw a single siren. Never heard a single siren. Never saw a single flasher. No undercover cops. Nothing.
Are there any events on campus? Maybe they're all there.
Something felt off tonight. I just didn't know what it was, but you're right.
Look it on the internet.
Ain't nothing on the internet.
You're using craft.
Oh no, I'm using electronics.
Technology, yeah.
Technology rather, yeah.
I have craft technology. I
Oh.
have craft with specialty in technology.
What'd
Maybe
you
you
roll?
should. Maybe you should try this and this.
You can roll to try to speed it up.
Yeah, I'll try and speed it up. I don't have a lot, but and I got one success.
You'll have it done by the last scene of the night.
Instead of the first scene of the next.
Instead of the first scene of the next night.
Real useful. Yeah, yeah.
No, that's better.
Yeah, yeah.
Not mega useful, but hey. Huh? Is Dakota around?
No, he sent me an email. I'm sorry. He sent me an out of office message. Said he wouldn't be back for a couple of days.
I feel there's something that perhaps we should discuss. Aside from the police and their noticeable absence, I found the regular chorus of sirens to be soothing at night. It would explain why I felt a little bit off.
Have we done anything
We?
might draw attention?
I certainly haven't.
Put cameras everywhere, but they're not easy to spot.
And anyone can put cameras everywhere.
No, that's suspicious if you see someone putting cameras everywhere.
I suppose.
But they don't get noticed easily. We set that up right.
I had a very interesting discussion with Professor Pedraza tonight.
Go out. Roll around,
What do you
watch
have
the
to
outside.
All right.
Let me know if you hear anything.
What do you have to say?
Seems he was persuaded to resign his position, his tenured professorship at the university.
Persuaded? How?
Well, it could be that his sabbatical had gone on for too long. However, Professor Pedraza seems to, I suppose, Nicholas now, prefers to, or seems to think that someone forced him out of it. Someone who has a vested interest in having the campus clear of archine.
Someone in the administration, or
3 likely candidates, whichever one it is likely to have very close ties with the Inquisition. And I have thoughts about who is most likely, but all 3 candidates, admittedly, are equally likely. The assistant dean is one who feels is likely to have had a hand in this. Obviously, she has the dean's ear and would be very persuasive in such matters. Also, there's a professor of humanities who has close ties with all the student organizations and sway with the students on campus, who could have also caused things to go in this direction, and also the president of the Alumni Association. After all, the Alumni Association is a source of funding, publicity for the school, future students as well. So the president of the association would definitely have some sway.
Well, it seems to me that if it is the president of the Alumni Association, we just so happen to have access to one of the most famous alumni in recent history.
Yes?
Kind of inconvenient that he's not here tonight.
That's why I was hoping to speak with him.
Well, he don't throw us to the wolves on purpose.
I don't think he would.
So,
No,
I was thinking anyways.
it's no matter. All three, though, are patrons from the Camarilla. Would no doubt consider it a great boon to have people whose influence or who are under our influence in such positions of power at the college, at the university. So, if we're going to replace them or influence them, if they're going to be replaced, we need to figure out who should replace them. And determining who can be influenced and who is not, or who cannot, is another issue altogether.
Wait, what? Replace who?
The three people I just named.
Replace? They're who got your professor friend out.
Yes, all three very influential individuals.
They're interesting, and we should investigate them. I
Yes.
don't see what the use of. We don't have any pull with this university to be able to say, no, get. I mean, you know,
Not through legitimate means, but who said anything
You know.
about legitimate means?
you can make up problems, but
I agree.
I think it's a lot of work for not necessarily what we need.
His
think
point,
maybe in the
his
future.
point is, yeah, we investigate him, and in the event that something does turn up, then we worry about replacing.
Agreed.
Yes. Also, I think you missed the part where, if indeed one of these individuals did have a hand in getting Professor Pedraza replaced, it is very likely that they have ties to the Inquisition, very close ties.
I don't know that that's necessarily true. Could be. Could be. Could be they just
I wouldn't likely discount Professor Pedraza's words.
did Professor your
Pedraza?
professor friend say he thought so or no?
Oh, yes.
Oh, he felt certain about it.
Like he didn't. He felt it was very likely that if it was one of these three individuals had a hand in his forced retirement, that they had done so, or that they would have great influence or pull, or at least ties with the Inquisition.
I mean, they sound ambitious.
Yeah, but the question gets to be, and granted, I don't know that.
And maybe
much-
that's a string they
I
get to
don't know
pull.
that much about colleges and all that, but it doesn't seem like Professor. What did you say? Humanities.
Oh, yes.
Or
Daniel
you know,
Thompson. That's his name.
or the alumni, or any of these people would have anything to worry about with a professor of physics in particular.
Just so.
So it seems the case that unless there was a personal element to it, which I think he would have mentioned, there's only one possibility for why they would want to get him out of there. And it ain't because they think he smells funny.
Oh, he is a tenured professor. He is really not much more influence than any other tenured professor on the campus.
What's his influence with the tower?
With the town?
The tower.
Oh, the tower.
Yeah.
The tower.
The
Dude,
ivory tower.
The ivory tower.
Oh.
The Camarilla. Sorry.
No, never really established. It's not something we've spoken of at length.
Because, I mean, there's always that angle, too.
You think the Camarilla had something to do with this?
Someone in there is, wants to be there as well. Maybe one of these three.
Maybe they were dissatisfied
Just
with his
ain't
performance and not
quite-
finding out.
Who knows? I don't know.
As
Just
Professor
possibilities.
as Professor Pedraza owes his allegiance to the Camarilla, as do we nominally.
Yeah.
I imagine if there were other powers that be seeking influence or to make changes there, seeing as we have been tasked with this, they would have given us this information.
Or they would have given Dakota that information, and he would have given it to us.
You do not send your agents in blind.
Yeah. Vampires be vampires, though. I'm just saying.
I'm not claiming to know a lot about intrigue and espionage and such, but it seems to me that way is foolishness. We're going to send you on a secret spy mission
It would be
to commit all sorts of intrigue, but first we're going to cut one of your eyes out.
It would
doesn't
be
make a
a
lot of
waste of
sense.
resources, and it doesn't seem to me like the Camarilla are the kind of like to waste resources.
Camarilla ain't so monolithic either. That's all I'm saying. People have their own reasons.
Yeah, but they're more monolithic than the Anarchs are, and I think you might be used to dealing with the Anarchs, in which case I'd probably agree with you, but from what I've seen of these guys, they pretty much all play off the same sheet of music for the most part.
Fair enough.
So your theory then, your thesis is that some other agent among the Camarilla, who for their own purposes
I'm just saying.
has infiltrated the college, the academic structure there, to gain some kind of position of authority or influence someone there when the campus is already infested with Inquisition for the purpose of ousting another Camarilla, another member of the Camarilla, who is on sabbatical because of previously stated Inquisition infestation.
That don't make sense.
Look, I don't.
Why have you all been telling me I'm the crazy one?
Look, I'm just saying.
Those words never escape my lips, Ray.
Fair point. Fair point.
A little weird, maybe. Crazy, no.
For eccentric. Being crazy is not so bad. People tend to underestimate you. Being perceived as crazy, I should
I
say.
think we would be safe in assuming that whoever's doing this has nothing to do with the Camarilla.
It's fishy. Let's take a look into it regardless. I'm not saying we ain't.
I think it's far more likely they're either with the Inquisition or the Anarchs. The Camarilla? Doubt it.
Well, even Anarchs too. I had considered that too. I just didn't say it yet.
The Anarchs did have a coterie, a gang, if you will, on the campus.
Yeah, they did.
They left Professor Pedraza to his own devices for many years. And
They don't know.
yes, they're no
And that's-
longer there.
And that's why it wasn't quite the first thing that's come out of my mouth.
But having said that, I certainly will not dissuade you from your more paranoid tendencies. A healthy dose of paranoia can keep one alive.
Oh, that's the plan.
So I'm still around.
So I was thinking. I want all the emails. That's what I want. Now, nobody sends anything super important through email.
Well, if they're Anarchs, they don't give a shit about email.
Yeah, fair enough.
And if they're
But you
Inquisition,
never know.
and if they're Inquisition, they sure as hell don't give a shit about email. They'll use whatever they want.
Yeah.
Now, if they're Camarilla, you're not going to find anything.
What if they're, I don't know, stupid humans?
Then you'll find all kinds of stuff up to and including like,
Right. Thus,
everything.
that's the plan.
You look for the patterns and the information that is not there.
Yes, that too.
Sources outside of the Inquisition or outside of the Anarchs can provide a wealth of information.
So that was my next thought. Next place I want to push into. Probably in person to get started. I don't know though. I might need to expand the network a little further. Make sure there's a good opening. I think me and Rick could do it.
Should we do some reconnaissance on Dr. Pedraz's lead?
Yes. Leads, 3 of them.
Well, the one he thinks is most likely. Should we go with that one first?
Did he say most likely?
You seem to think that the president of the, or no, or was it the assistant
He did
dean?
name one as being
Oh,
more prominent than the others.
That wasn't my impression. No.
My bad. I think it would be not doing our due diligence to pursue any one of them more firmly than the others.
We find out what we can about all 3, and then whichever looks like the most likely target, we go after first. That's the safest thing.
Indeed, there is a certain danger to becoming single-minded in one's focus.
Yeah. Putting blinders on is a good way to get dead. Like for real dead.
Not only that, but the data you're expecting to find can sometimes blind you to the data that you're not looking for.
Yeah, that's why I say don't expect nothing. Just go get it. That's why we got the cameras. Who knows what we'll find out? We keep looking at them.
Speaking of Rick,
So yeah, I sent Rick outside. What? Look around, make sure nothing crazy happened.
Nothing crazy's happening.
Nothing crazy,
No, there's no cops.
except for that. Still obviously weird.
So I completely and abruptly shift gears from that conversation topic and go sit down to do some research
Okay, what do you want to research?
about any records of young women throwing themselves from the roof of the library at all.
In the last 250 years.
Since the
Last 250 years.
Well, we can limit it to like the last 50 years from her dress. But I want to know what's going on there. It could be related.
We'll call it intelligence and investigation.
I am rolling 5 dice for everything tonight.
There's worse fates.
Huh?
There's worse fates than rolling 5 dice.
7, 9, 6, so 3 successes.
3 successes. Yeah, her name is Mary Shohansky, and she killed herself.
Shohansky.
Shohansky.
When?
She killed herself in 1986. Jean jacket and slacks, baby.
Singing old 40s music.
While he is researching that, I
Yes.
slip out, get into the car, and I'm going to take a drive around the neighborhood.
Okay.
And
What are you looking for?
anything else out of the ordinary besides the cops. More to the point, I'm looking for the ordinary stuff that should be there. You know, your street hustlers and your guys doing things like they normally do on the corner and hanging out in doorways.
Yeah, there's probably a slight increase in that kind of activity because there's no cops around, but not phenomenally so. It's not like the purge or anything.
No, I get that. I'm just making sure that basically there's not someone keeping the cops busy and at the same time keeping people off the streets for some reason.
No. Well, people are on the
So
streets.
street activity looks normal.
A little bit more active than normal. But that can easily be attributed to there being no cops.
I'm also going to find a building, a tall one, and go up it and look around and see if I see any signs of activity. Because if there's a lot of cops somewhere, there's going to be a lot of flashing lights, searchlights, etc.
Okay.
And while I'm at that, I'm going to use the app on my phone to turn on the radio, local radio, and listen for local news reports.
Right. So you could probably double up and go to the radio station and just try and climb the radio tower.
Well, I mean, I could just climb the radio tower, but no, I'm not going to do anything that obvious.
Nothing that obvious.
I'm looking for just a tall building that's nondescript. That's no
Okay.
one's going to notice if I go up there.
Yeah, give me an easy stealth roll. Stealth and dexterity. You need 1 success.
I'll give you 2.
All right, you're fine. So you're hanging out up there and listening in on the radio. You don't hear anything particularly strange. But go ahead and roll investigation and intelligence.
Just 1.
1. The air smells funny.
Like funny how?
1 success.
1 success.
Ooh, that smell.
Air smells funny.
Okay, well, I'm going to blush a life so I actually breathe.
You can breathe. That doesn't improve your ability to
Okay.
perceive things, and your ability to perceive things is not diminished normally.
Okay.
Yeah. So you
Uh,
don't have a hindrance to overcome.
I will just, now that I recognize it as a smell, I'm going to try and take a deeper smell, maybe wits awareness or,
You have to
Whatever
change your
you roll.
circumstances if you want to roll again.
oh, okay. What's on top of this building?
This is like you're probably on top of a parking garage.
And I'm standing inside the parking lot. Okay.
No, probably like you got the parking garage, right, and then you got the little like roofer area, right? Climb up on top of that.
Okay. Is there like an antenna or something that's higher?
No, you're gonna have to go to a different area or try a different approach altogether.
Okay. Yeah.
I have a personal distaste for. I failed to roll, so I'm just going to roll again.
No, I
failed to
get
roll, So
that.
I'm just going to roll again. I'm also explaining for the microphone. And so what I do is I do my best to, whenever somebody rolls, to let it stand, good or bad, even if it's against my plans. And then if somebody wants to roll again, they need to change the circumstances. Basically be in a substantially different situation.
I'm gonna put my hand up and see which direction the wind's coming from.
The wind's coming from the north.
From like the lake.
The lake is more like it's northeast.
Okay. What building is to the north of me?
Like a grocery store.
Is it taller or shorter?
Shorter. I assume you picked the tallest place
Yeah.
in the area. Yeah.
Multiple.
Well, I'm gonna drive a few blocks to the north.
See if it gets stronger.
See if it gets stronger. Yeah.
You could just hang your head out the door of the window, out the window
I
of
don't
the
want
dog.
to have a dog.
Yeah, I could try that.
Nope, it's getting faint.
A quick drive around a little bit further to the north, just gets you normal city sense. Fumes,
Okay.
cooking smells, night air,
Still nothing on the radio. Okay.
nothing on the radio.
I guess I head back then.
You head back, he's probably done researching. You're still working on that damn radio.
I'm riding my bike around the perimeter of the campus. And I had a question for you. When using Auspex, do your eyes change at all? Or
No,
okay,
That's
is it
only,
noticeable using it? Okay.
that's
Well,
only when you
maybe, if somebody else has Auspex, maybe.
Okay.
They can see it.
The only thing that specifically changes your eye color is if you're using Protean 1.
Protean will change your eyes because it gives you
It makes your eyes
because
glow.
it does not change your ability to it is not magical perceiving ability.
Yeah,
it is
just
physically changing your eyes to be animal eyes that work better at night.
Yeah. So like they
your
glow,
eyes are
like,
physically changing.
like when you shine a flashlight at an animal, that's what they glow like.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of doing just general reconnaissance, just going around the campus, using Auspex, just riding my bike, just looking around, just looking like a normal person on his bike going from A to B.
A normal person on his bike at 11 p.m.
Totally.
Right.
I have a pizza box in my hand.
Delivering pizza on a bike. Yeah, right. Roll streetwise and composure.
Does that pizza delivery driver have a monocle?
It's got a
Come on,
top
get-
hat and a monocle.
Get
I don't have any streetwise.
and composure. So you're trying to keep your cool.
And a cane.
He's trying to stay chill.
Since when is Mr. Peanut
I don't see
driving around?
streetwise anyway, so I'm gonna assume I have
Ooh,
none.
and top
so
hat.
1.
Streetwise is right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
mid
okay.
column bottom.
I don't have any. So.
Yeah.
And your composure
I'm
sucks.
picturing that.
Fail.
You are harassed by campus police and told that there's no soliciting and you need to get the hell out of here.
I turn around and comply. Anything off about them since since they stopped me while I was using Auspex? Do I notice anything about them?
They're pissed.
Okay.
You didn't need Auspex for
No.
that.
Yeah, I didn't need
pissed.
Auspex, but
If you want to know more, you're gonna have to get a drop of
nothing
their blood.
supernatural about them.
maybe.
That dude probably benches about 280.
Okay.
That guy probably pounds 4 cheeseburgers a day. Between the two of them, they're 2 average guys.
Okay.
I turn around and head back.
It's a different Michael.
Okay. So we're about midnight. Do you guys want to do anything before he finishes the radio? In my imagination, he'll finish the radio about like 4 a.m.
I wasn't done.
Okay, you can not be done.
Yeah, I wasn't done.
Okay, you can
Finding
not
out
be
about
done.
Mary.
Okay. What else do you want to know about Mary?
Because there's something
There
about
we
Mary.
go. Where'd
Mary
Mary
Sharansky.
go?
Where's my only cigarette? Stone Temple Pilots reference.
I had that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I know there's always going to be interviews, like reaction pieces. People, what did people say? Oh, she was acting kind of weird. Like, I want to find out about stuff like that. And if there's any kind of record I can dig up about the investigation. I like the campus paper would have said something about it.
You get a little campus paper.
Yeah,
I imagine that's what you find is a campus paper and an obituary.
yeah. What does it say about her?
She's missed.
Nothing.
She was
about
in the
it.
choir. She had a beautiful voice.
Because we're looking for this damn chantry, and I'm just thinking, if it's a chantry, it's been here for a while, and if there's some ghost still hanging out, jumping off at the top of the library night after night, maybe there was some kind of supernatural circumstances surrounding her death. Maybe that could lead us somewhere. Does she have any living relatives? Her parents that are still alive? 1986. They'd probably be old, like in their 70s. If she
Maybe
did.
old. Not that you know of. Do you want to try to
Yeah, I want to find out.
find out?
Yeah.
Okay, give me another investigation intelligence.
Ten, 7, 9, 3. Got 3.
Yes, her mother is still alive and lives in a residence community in Florida.
Florida time zones. Damn. I would have to call her like right before dawn.
Not quite, but pretty close.
I hope she was awake. Because emailing her is not going to work because she's old as hell and does not have an email address or an Instagram.
An Instagram?
Yeah. Instagrammy. Instamana. Okay. What about friends?
Just got Instabook or whatever it is.
Ooh, is there any like quote from her college roommate when this happened? Oh, she was, she seemed really sad.
Probably the choir director.
Okay. Choir director is probably not on staff anymore. Still alive?
Give me one more.
All right. I ain't letting it go, man. I ain't letting it go. I warned you. I got 2.
So the choir director does private lessons.
I think I'm probably going to send the choir director an email. Yeah. Basically, introduce myself a little bit with obviously a fake name. There'll be some subterfuge involved here. And basically the tone of the letter is, first of all, I want to apologize if this is digging up a painful topic, but I was, interested in writing or doing a story on various buildings on the campus, and the topic of the library was presented, and I was looking up interesting things that happened there or events that happened there, and came across the tragic story of Mary, and it touched my heart, and it was very sad and tragic, and I wanted to know if there's anything about her you could tell me, or if there's anyone that she might have been close with that could tell me more.
Okay. Do you want to do performance or etiquette?
No, it doesn't matter because I'm not any good at either of those.
Take your pick.
All right.
We're calling this manipulation, right?
Yep. We're going with performance. This choir director is going to be more likely to respond to that. 9, 10, 6, 3 successes on 3 dice. Not bad.
Okay. You're working on stuff.
I just showed up.
Just showed up back from your bike ride. You probably
Yeah.
just done with all your stuff you're doing. You want to do something else?
I'm just gonna go back and check on the club.
Go back and check on the club.
And that's going to take a while to hear back because it's the middle of the night.
Right.
So.
People are getting a little rowdy at the club, but they're also buying drinks. So sales are up.
Well,
Security
so
toss a couple guys out for being, too loud and pushy, but nothing
Nothing I need to handle personally,
No.
as long as nobody's getting too rowdy.
You get an email back.
Okay. Okay.
The email says something that equates to, I am sick and tired of this harassment. Did Chelsea put you up to this? I am tired of answering, or getting, not answering, but I'm tired of getting messages from you and your little seance group. What you're doing is unethical and immoral. And if you don't leave me alone, I'm going to get the authorities involved.
Chelsea and the Seance Group.
Chelsea.
boy!
Damn Chelsea.
Sounds like a band name.
Oh man. Okay. I will email him back. Just an apology for picking at an open wound. I don't know this Chelsea, but obviously you don't. You're not up to discussing the matter, and apologize for traumatizing you in such a way. You won't hear from me again unless I hear from you first. Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm gonna find out see if I can find out about, New Age hippie dippy baloney seance groups, particularly one that has someone involved named Chelsea.
Okay, how are you going to do that?
Maybe there's a student organization.
You going to do internet combing?
Yeah.
All right.
Students for
This time I'm going to call it composure and investigation,
Okay.
just for the endurance
Because
to
there's a lot of
sift
bullshit.
through the bull crap.
Yeah.
All the new age.
The New Age.
The new age.
That's what
Thank you,
Penn
Pendulette.
calls it. New age.
7 and a 10. I got 2.
You don't get the name Chelsea, but you do get a few names of like official, groups that are kind of new agey. One of them is like a Reiki healing group. Another one is like exploring traditional faiths and practices. And the third one is oh yeah, like summon your inner and it says this too. Summon your inner winner through positive thinking and manifesting your desire.
Oh my gosh.
Tim Robbins?
Tim Banana Hands Robbins.
Giant T.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure.
Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins. Hungry.
Or Tony Robbins, yeah. You might remember me from such motivational videos.
You might remember me from such university organizations as.
I'm sorry, but Matt Foley's the only motivational speaker I trust. My name is Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. The second one.
Hashtag life goals. Van down by the river.
Dude, that sounds great, if I'm being honest. The second one. Do they have like what's their method of communication? Is there a contact us?
Yeah, they got a Facebook group.
They got a Facebook group? Is it a secret group? Obviously not.
No, because they're trying. Dude, they're going to be working so hard to get people to come around.
Can I hover over his shoulder as he's researching?
Have at it.
I'm just going to send a message to the group to the group on not a public, but on the messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Mary? Mary Shohansky? Yeah. And that's it. Send message.
Where'd Mary go?
Obviously not with a legit Facebook profile.
Where'd Mary go? She had my last cigarette.
Oh boy.
Somebody does pop back. Sorry, I don't know that. We don't know that name.
What about
Are
this?
you interested in our?
Oh god.
What about this song? And I find the video of that song and send it to him.
What song was it?
Oh, I got it.
Do it. Remind me never to meet you at high noon with the digital music.
Well, you sent me the link.
I'm just saying.
Man, sorry, we have a lot of daggum items to scroll through to find the dumb thing. Here it is.
A message comes up. Yeah, I've heard that song. It's one of my friend's favorite songs.
Is your friend Chelsea?
Yeah, you know Chelsea?
Find out if Chelsea knows Mary.
Sorry?
You weirdo.
Mary Shohansky.
We welcome you to come to any of our meetings. They kind of
Again, find out if Chelsea knows Mary. No response. Damn, maybe I'll have to go on other meetings. When are they?
you know, like Tuesday, Thursday.
Like, are they after dark?
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m.
Okay, this time of year, it's after dark.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm going to the next one.
Next one will be next Tuesday.
All right.
In my imagination, it's Thursday right now.
Shouldn't hear nothing.
Or did we talk about crystals and vortexes?
Crystal vortex.
I haven't been to a seance
What is the
in
difference
almost
between
100
an
years?
ISIS crystal vortex and a Mary Mother of Jesus crystal vortex?
All that new age. As long as they don't start talking about tantric sex, we'll be okay.
Yeah, I cut
I'll be
that
like-
out of my
I'll be like, I'm sorry, that's too much.
That's too
many.
much.
That's too many rouse checks.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Okay, so
This is bullshit. When I was mortal.
yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything before he fixes the scanner?
Dude, they're Indian. They'd be all about you.
Oh, that's true. I am Indian. see how much I can bullshit.
I go back to the.
Yeah, Indian people aren't really into that stuff that much. It's stupid
No.
white suburban dudes.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Dudes too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Dudes only.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, nobody's doing anything.
Well, you know what I'm doing. But
Well, yeah, but are you going to ask me more questions and engage with me, and or do I get to the point where
We're waiting for this.
oh,
Yeah.
I'll ask. And what? All right, the last one, the unlocking your inner potential. That's obviously hogwash, but the first one, I'll message them too. So, it's kind of the same thing.
Chelsea's in all three of these. That's the reality.
Yeah, but Chelsea loves that song.
I'm just saying, maybe Tuesday's not the only day to meet Chelsea.
Could be. You might be right. All right.
Yeah, once I close the club down, 3 a.m. head back over to
yeah, you're just getting it together. Finding
Alright.
completely different frequencies is not the easiest thing in the world with a machine that's not designed to do it. It's not exactly that you would tune it to do that if you have to add capability to it.
The word you're looking for is kludge.
I know exactly what this is take, just because I've done electronics, but it's okay.
Okay. Have you done a police scanner?
Not a scanner, no.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you converted a regular radio to a police scanner?
No, because you can't.
Fair enough, I don't know about that.
Kludge.
You need 2 radios.
So we're going to assume that you had 2 radios to do that. Then. That was my instinct. Also, was to say that was bullcrap. My dad was a ham, but I like to be a fan of the players. So regardless, you can do it. Getting on there quickly finds you that the bands are all aflutter because there was a terrorist attack on the Sylvana precinct department.
How far away is that from us?
15 minutes.
Are we in that precinct? We're in that precinct.
Huh?
Are we in that precinct? Ugh.
No,
No. But it's like a neighboring precinct, not that far.
it's not far.
I'm so confused.
We're getting on these fast ass highways, you know what I mean?
You want to get the car, sir?
Well, that's squawking out over the loudspeaker.
Yeah, it's plain as day. Anybody can hear.
Well, that's interesting.
There's a bunch of chatter about like, oh, you know, like we're doing this and we're doing that, we're doing that, we're doing this, like you know.
It's kind of weird the radio wasn't talking about that. Seems like the news reports would.
Oh, they'd keep that quiet. You don't want to incite a public panic.
Yeah, but the thing is, news stations tend to have police scanners.
Yeah. It's on point. It's on point, this. Would you like to go down and take a look?
I don't think that would be
Oh, I'll do it.
necessarily the smartest thing to do.
I think it's necessary.
Guess I'm getting the car then.
Abby.
We don't have to get too close.
Well, I can get as close as I want. Whatever that is to see.
I just think we're an extermination company.
No. No, he ain't supposed to be there. Don't worry. They'll know I'm there anyways.
Just normal people wondering what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
Well, let's head over there.
All right, you
Anyone
guys
else
over
want to
there?
go?
Yep.
Alright. Figure out what all this mess is about.
Okay, is anybody not going? All right, Ray's not going.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
Jay's going or not going? Jay is not going.
Jake.
Jake. I gotta get that in my head. What about you? You going or not going?
Yes, I'm going.
Going. Okay.
You driving?
Okay.
All right.
So you get, you know,
So I want to get like I don't want us to drive up to the police barricade, wherever that is. Like
so Savannah Road is like it's like Burnett or something like that. It's like a big long road that goes along, and it's just blocked off at a certain point, and traffic is being rerouted around it.
all right.
Any tall buildings around? Anywhere we might be able to get a look?
Let's find out. Yes.
Okay.
What do you do?
Hey, you got to get to a place on the other side of that barricade. To get out. Just all right. Tiny scene. Don't make it big. Don't need to be crazy. Just leave the door open.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna do what?
Walk out and walk up to the barricade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb out of the driver's side from the passenger and unseen passage.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Walk up to the. Say, tell me.
Barricade.
Don't make a big
Never
scene.
mind.
Just
Oh.
I'm gonna climb up the building, whatever it is.
You're gonna climb up the building. Give me a dexterity and athletics.
One.
It takes you a little while to get up there, but you can get up there eventually. In the meantime, what are you doing while he's trying to create a distraction?
yeah, I'm unseen passage through the barricade, and we're gonna walk on and see what we can see.
Dude, when you get a little bit closer to it, there is smoke coming out of this police precinct. There's fire trucks around it spraying it with water. There's ambulances everywhere, crash cars, like broken glass all over the place. Dudes with cameras, night crawlers. It's madhouse.
And it's just on fire, like it's been blown up almost.
Do you want to go all the way up to it?
I mean, as close as possible to try to figure out what happened.
Well, you're the one with unseen presence. I am just
Passage, rather, yeah.
or, unseen presence, unseen passage. Like that allows you to basically be invisible.
Yeah, I'm effectively invisible. So I'm not
Effectively
bumping into
invisible.
anyone.
So, I'm just assuming that you got up to an area where you could see what was going on because that's what you told me.
Yeah.
How much closer would you like to get?
It's on fire.
It's partially on fire.
Partially on fire.
There's smoke coming out of it.
Yeah. Let's circle around it first.
Okay. Circling around it, there's a big hole. Somebody blew a hole in the back of it.
Let's get in closer. I'm doing unseen passage, and I also have the one that makes me silent too. So I'm full on not present.
Okay.
I like getting closer.
Yeah, somebody
and
blew a hole in the back of the police precinct.
Gotcha.
Looks like it opens into a, just what maybe it used to be some kind of office space, but it's just totally gutted with flame.
Yeah.
It's just black, destroyed.
Anyone around at this point? I imagine we're
Everyone's
late.
around.
Talking about what happened.
Everyone's around.
I'm trying to overhear what people are talking about. What happened here?
They're more talking about the details of we found somebody here. This person has these wounds. Get this person to get this thing back and forth. I think you're going to have to try to move around to different places to try to glean information, and we'll call that insight and
Sure.
composure. And I'm assuming that you're going to be moving towards pieces of information that you're looking for, so we'll do the question thing.
Sure. Two, yeah, 6 and 9.
Okay, 2 questions. Go.
Been an explosion. At this point, are there any leads as to who might have caused this?
Terrorists.
That's all we know, terrorists.
Terrorists.
Has anyone of great importance to the precinct been killed? High up the chain,
Yeah, like
outright.
you know, like one of the sergeants. One of the sergeants. I don't know police structure that well,
Yeah.
but like people in nominal power on the night shift at that precinct. There's a lot of sorrow, a lot of, oh my God, I can't believe what happened. Oh my God, you know, we're gonna get these, you know, expletive. A lot of anger.
And again, pretty clearly, this does not cover the campus. This
No.
this precinct
No.
doesn't cover that. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, I will head back then.
Okay.
From where I'm perched, do I notice anything supernatural or notice anyone leaving or coming?
Give me a roll insight and intelligence.
One.
There looks like there's some people that seem to be making the rounds, like going from group to group to group to group to group.
So more than one person going from group to group.
Mm-hmm.
Do they seem similar to? Do they seem kind of spectral?
That's all the information you have.
Okay. Okay. So I climb down. So what'd you see? I didn't get much from back here.
Behind the van. Somebody blew a big hole in that. I'm assuming Anox. Probably.
Could be.
There's a big hole in the back of it, though.
Yeah, and all I could see was just a group of people going from group to group to group.
I mean,
Something looked odd about them, but
odd. They went medical.
no, they didn't look medical.
What they look like? You got a description?
No, just something seemed off about them. Something just didn't seem right.
Maybe a cleanup crew. I don't know.
Maybe. Or kind of like that clown at the event. Just going from person to person, I don't know.
It was one person?
Yeah, back at the basketball game.
No, I understand. Here.
Yeah, there were multiple.
Oh, then one clown then.
No, it was not the same clown.
Right.
I know that for sure.
I mean, you confused me there.
No, but just like him, going from group to group. What he was doing, what they were doing, I don't know. But
We need to talk to somebody around here. One of us knows something for real.
for sure.
I'm thinking of extra. No, I didn't take contacts. Can make a contact. What are advantages? 3 points?
Yes. You guys heading back? End of the nighting it?
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to see here yet.
All right.
Somebody done blown it up.
Imagine when you get back, I'm probably sitting there, still combing through loads of newage.
Just looking defeated.
Dolphin Reiki? What?
Wait. Do you know these people claim they can communicate telepathically with your pets?
We can do that.
Yes, but they can't.
Are you sure?
They're mortals.
Well, I mean, how far are you still even looking at groups on campus?
I thought I was.
I'm just saying.
It's hard to tell sometimes.
It also is a thing.
Not this is bullshit. Believe me.
No, it might be. But it's also
Who's
a
the
thing.
crazy one? I'm getting confused.
No, I'm sorry.
All right, dude, are you gonna set Corn Man on fire next? What's going on? Poor Corn Man's gonna lose his farm now, man.
Look, man. Stop raping the earth, man.
Man, Corn Man never did anything to you. He fed you, provided you corn.
Yeah.
I didn't want his corn.
He wanted to give it to you. What a dick.
Maybe the guy who sold was Corn Man asking about you.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get some payback.
Corn Man.
That was it, man.
All right, where are we at? Are we losing steam? We used to call it. I feel like steam is being lost.
What did you learn at the police precinct? What was it you said?
They done blown a hole in it.
They who?
Well, that's a question, isn't it?
Oh, yes, that is the question I asked. It is obviously a question.
I don't know.
We don't know who the bomber is, but I did see a group of people heading from group to group to group around the fire that looked a bit suspicious. But that's all I know.
Suspicious.
I couldn't get close enough.
Suspicious how?
I don't know. Their behavior seemed kind of similar to kind of like that clown I saw at the basketball game. I don't know if they're related or not, but just something seemed a little off.
People didn't notice him?
I was too far away. It didn't look like they noticed them.
Did they walk through people like the
Not
time
that I-
of the basketball game?
Not that I could tell.
I didn't see him when I was walking around on the...
But they seem too calm for all the commotion that's going about. They just seem to casually go from group to group to group without staying very long, not talking to anyone really, just
We
making
admit,
rounds. Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I don't think this is our problem unless it gets to be our problem.
If anything, it'll keep the police occupied.
For better, for worse.
Yeah.
You have any other ideas about how we might find this chantry?
Yeah, for real. How do you find a chantry? I'm running out of ideas on that.
Sadly, I don't have any ideas at the moment. I'm waiting for a response to a few questions. It'll arrive in. Hopefully, I'll get the answers in the mail.
Mail order, huh? Okay.
Well,
I communicate with my sire. He's not exactly into telephones.
perhaps Tuesday will give us information. You should come with me to this meeting. You would fit right in.
Oh, absolutely. It's been
And worst case scenario, you'll come away with an interesting assortment of healing crystals and perhaps a Himalayan salt lamp.
Better to be in an intelligent hell than in a idiot's paradise, but I think it'd be entertaining.
Yes.
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't put much stock in these modern day seances. Not that the ones back in my day were any better, but they seem to get more ridiculous as time goes on.
Oh, they say you need positive ions. It's real important. It ain't important.
I think you
I
have a
looked it up.
deionizer somewhere over there.
No, you don't need that either.
These things are more a fashion statement than anything else, but perhaps if there is anyone who is inclined to be sensitive or knowledgeable about that which is actually supernatural, this is a place that they would likely hide in plain sight.
Maybe.
And I wonder if,
It's a good way to find, I don't know, willing subjects.
yes,
I don't
Yes.
disagree on it.
and perhaps if this Mary was in any way in contact with anyone from this chantry and had anything to do with her death, and then if she is communicating with this Chelsea person, could be coincidence, maybe not. Maybe we can find out Tuesday.
You know, somebody making waves on the campus here. Could be. Gotta drink somebody. You said Thursday?
Tuesday.
Oh, it's Thursday now.
I would imagine there is no better place to hide true occult activities than within the trappings of fake occult activities and spiritualism.
Yeah, sure. You heard about them. What's it called? Kool-Aid drinkers. What's the word? I can't think of it. You drink the Kool-Aid and everyone dies.
Yes,
Jim
yes.
Jones.
Yeah. The group. What's the name of the group? I can't. Anyways, look.
Cult.
Cult. That's the word.
The Heaven's Gate, is that it?
Nah, those are the guys with the comet.
Well, if there's any truth to what they're doing, I'll know.
Yeah, it's true. So anyway, look. The whole point is, you do the stupid stuff up front people believe in, and then you bring in the 1-2 people in the back, and you take way too much advantage of them, and they're too stupid to understand.
And at the very least, sell them a bunch of crystals and herbal remedies.
Yeah, there's also that. But probably not for us. If they ain't selling nothing, that's the one. The one that ain't selling nothing is the interesting one. I'm just saying.
Any word from my new friend Donnie? Or Danny?
Not yet.
At least now we know why the police were so quiet tonight.
Yeah.
I'm just glad to know that it wasn't related to us at all.
Well,
Who's to say it wasn't?
I doubt that is true.
Well, less in a specific sense.
Yes.
rather than
Yes.
the general
Ah.
sense.
You never know, though. As far as I know, all the night shift cops, their leadership's done. At least at that precinct. They can have some new ones. You know how that goes. Could be workings. Probably.
Yeah.
Could be in some trouble.
There's any number of things it could have been. It could have been someone trying to cover up evidence. Could have been somebody trying to steal stuff from the locker. Could have been somebody trying to take out some leadership to put their own people in their place. We don't know yet.
Too little to go on at this point. Just an explosion and some weird people walking around.
Time will tell. Well, all right. Anyone have anything else they want to do?
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Which tonight? Tonight or tonight?
Tonight. In game tonight.
Tonight.
Tonight is in Friday, August 9th, 2019. No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm good to go for.
You all right, Will?
I do have to be at a meeting in downtown Austin tomorrow morning at 9, so I can't stay up late tonight, but
Okay.
I'm okay.
What do you guys want to do? You want to do the next night? Route check.
And you roll 2 dice and keep the better?
No.
No, I was wrong.
Oh, that was for disciplines.
If you're
level
first
discipline only.
If your first level happens to need a rouse
Yeah,
check,
most first level disciplines.
Most don't.
Most don't.
But if they do.
I'm good.
All right.
no problems.
In my imagination, you get an express letter back.
Okay.
It is a piece of paper full of lines and dots and swirls.
Cool. Do I know what they mean?
Nope.
I'm gonna assume that it's a message and just. I take it to the group. So, I got my letter I was hoping for, but
Did you now?
What would you write to a 5-year-old with a coloring set?
I definitely wouldn't call him that. But
Is it Morse code?
No, it's not Morse code.
That would be too obvious.
I wasn't expecting him to write back in this.
And when I say dots, it's not just like dot dot dash. It's like 9 dots in a triangle, 4 dots on top of each other,
You could probably
a line that goes like this, 2 dots this way, 2 dots diagonal. It's just like
Dots and lines and
dots and
all
lines
over
and
it.
swirls.
You're
All right.
fortunate. I'm fluent in wingdings.
Yeah, it's very wingdingy. Yeah. And then a couple times it's got just it'll just stop and have a weird line. It's like a child's line that you trace for graphing
Yeah.
to learn, how to graph things.
probably run this
Well-
thing or something. See what comes back out of it.
I guess I'm gonna try and use Detect Supernatural, see if maybe he put something on the
You
letter.
can use your aspects on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, there's nothing
Nothing
funky
on it.
about it. Not in that regard.
Do you think you could run this through your computer? Do something on it? I don't think.
I mean, maybe with the neural network, but I ain't got one of those right now. Any one I have is public, in that you don't want stuff like that on there. He'd be mad at you, I bet.
Does it look like he used just text substitution or
What text?
some symbol substitution?
Maybe-
A equals square, B equals triangle.
Maybe you need to put it on a map. I don't know.
I
It's a
guess
popular cipher method.
that's a popular cipher method.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Text
Simple substitution
yeah.
is
Yeah.
almost the fundamentals.
I
of
mean-
Yeah, it's the most basic.
cryptography. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is it literally all these crazy stuff, but is it on a line?
Yeah, it doesn't look like.
Because I'm thinking of it
It's
as
sort
all
of
of
it's sort of on lines.
Yeah.
Like it's on lines sometimes.
all over.
Then
this
other
stuff.
times it's totally not.
That's the problem. That's how you know it's not. Unless it's in a different direction or something.
This might
That's
take a while.
test.
I think so. I might have to go back to my books and see if I can find anything on this.
Anything you know of? I know that you're more than passingly familiar with the occult, the strange, and the arcane. Perhaps it is related to that. I don't think it's going to be a mundane cipher. No.
Agreed. I believe my sire's testing me.
No, really.
They don't know.
speaking Russian. I'll be right back.
I want to roll enigmas.
Oh,
Ah, wrong game.
wrong edition.
Oh no.
No, right game, wrong edition.
Let's see.
Oh, Vampire 20th Anniversary Edition. I miss you, Enigmas and Hearth Wisdom. I'm gonna roll Hearth Wisdom. Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Hey, Hearth Wisdom is very useful.
Oh, I never said it wasn't. That apple
I
a
didn't
day
think I
joke.
attracted all the fairies to my realm when I was winning Klausenberg.
That apple a day joke is the yeah. Oh. Stop that yawning. That's not legit. So I scan it and run it through Google Translate. And it comes back with English.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope.
No, probably not. It doesn't recognize.
no, I'm being a smartass.
It's
anyway.
like, this is a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please enter text here.
Search Google for image.
Please don't actually put
Yeah.
that in Google. Thanks.
Google is spying on you.
Don't confuse me. Tell me you're doing things you're not doing.
Yeah, don't actually do that, please.
All right.
No,
so-
I don't even try to decipher it. I look at it and I'm like, he's testing you. Use your magic knowledge.
That's what I'll have to do. I go off and to another room and just close the door.
All right. Intelligence, occult.
Yep.
Roll it, hoser. I don't know why that was just, that was just funny to me.
Suddenly you're Canadian.
Yeah.
He's a Hoosier.
Four.
Indiana.
Four
It says
successes.
Four successes.
So it's going to take you a little bit of time to decipher, but essentially what this guy, he's partially used the symbol substitution, which you can kind of put together, but he symbol substituted things into languages that are in English, more than one of them.
Okay.
He's also taken the little squiggly things are symbols that are taken off of various types of magic squares and things of that nature in order to form words. You just don't know which squares they are, so you get to try them all.
Yay.
And then other things are straight up divination symbols that you probably know some of those.
Yeah.
And the first few reveal, in fact, the first few are geomantic symbols, and it's Cadua Draconis several times in a row, which represents despair, bad luck, misfortune, bad,
What a friendly guy.
bad.
So he starts out the letter by saying, "Oh boo hoo, cry me a river."
In the most difficult way possible.
He just like his tail of the dragon is what it means. Cadua Dracona, Cadua Dracona, Cadua Dracona, Cadua Dracona.
Okay.
He did it 4 times, 4 times the number of the manifestation. 4 times is the square. Manifesting physically on Earth.
This is how much I care about your origins. Have fun.
Okay. And is that all it says, or?
No, that's the first few lines,
That's
and
the
you
first
get to
few
figure
lines.
out the rest.
Still working on it.
Yeah, you don't have to roll again, but it's just going to take a little like, okay, what's this one?
Okay.
No.
There's the start of it.
No.
Well, we can
Or
figure.
you're like, okay, let me take these lines and put them on the square. Okay, in this square it makes this word. Translate into several languages. Does this word fit? No. 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 Does this word fit? Sort of. Does this word fit?
Maybe.
Sort of more.
Hey, tech guy,
Yeah.
can you make? Can you generate some magic squares up to the number 1,000 for me?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. I just don't feel like doing it in my head and wasting 4 hours doing it. Can you print me off a sheet? It'll help translate this a lot faster.
How many? That's a lot of sheets.
It's a bunch of different stuff. It's not just
I know, but
squares full of numbers.
correct. But at least for the magic squares, that's something easily he can.
No,
get.
it's not. I'm telling you, it's not.
The magic squares are the same numbers, all directions.
Right. These are not mathematical.
Yeah.
These are
okay.
occult.
It's not Sudoku.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like these are wacky symbols with a whole bunch more symbols on them. And when you trace a line through the symbols, they form a word.
Okay.
And there's many different variations of them. Some of them are based on mathematic,
Yeah.
right? Those are easy. Yeah, he can do those.
Yeah.
You know, but the one that's like, you know,
Those are symbol-
the rose cross, like that one becomes a little difficult. There's no actual numbers on it either.
Yeah. So we'll skip.
So
I won't give him.
there's many that do not include that are not mathematical magic numbers. These are magic squares, occult magic squares. Some of them are like all one.
I got the quantum computer for that.
Oh, I got part of it, but
I said I don't. I just said I don't.
Oh,
Besides, why is the anachronistic guy trying to use a computer to do something?
Yeah.
oh, you want the computer? Bust out the abacus and hand it to you.
Here it comes.
the
Oh, I
slap.
left it at home.
Oh,
My bad.
Missed opportunities.
All right. You get a call from your new buddy saying that he will. He's arranged to introduce you to his friend,
Okay.
and arranges to meet you at the coffee house just on the edge of campus.
All right.
Which I wish I could remember the name of. What are you up to?
moi?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You gotta go for coffee with me.
Sure. Coffee sounds good.
Brew. I think it's called Brew. Yeah.
That's one of the worst names for a coffee shop ever.
It is. It is.
I think now it's called Jackass Coffee.
Now you want to name it Jackass Coffee?
Yep.
Okay, done. You meet him at Jackass Coffee.
Yep. Done.
You see your boy sitting there with a not real classy, but expensively dressed gentleman wearing the latest of expensive urban fashions.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got.
His name is Kanye.
No, it's not.
He's a giant, yo.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, I'm in a weird mood today.
His I'm gonna call him Theo. He introduces you.
Nod to Donnie. You can run along now. Thank you. Your help is much appreciated.
Theo reaches out, shakes his hand. So, I hear you're looking for something?
Well, I have some business associates who are interested in moving some merchandise here around campus, possibly. The problem is, I've heard word recently that the DEA has been sniffing around.
DEA?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard nothing like that.
Well, needless to say, before business can be conducted, something needs to be done about that. And if we can find out who these people are, it'll make it that much easier. See, they're undercover. But I know someone like you who has the ear to the ground, as it were, shouldn't have any trouble finding out who don't belong.
So, is that what you're gonna do?
Well, I mean, if you're not interested in my business, I understand.
Well, I mean, I'll sell to you. Whatever's happening on campus ain't no business of mine. You all right there, pal?
All right. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to find out if it's safe.
Well, I mean, if what you're telling me is true, sounds like it ain't.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you already got business going on here.
Bobby's got business. That's his business.
And he don't know nothing, huh?
Hey, it's the first I've heard of it. I assume you already tell him? Did you tell Bobby already?
Yeah, I told him what I was interested in. I told him I'm interested in moving some merchandise, and then I told him, you know, I need to find out where the heat is here on campus before I can do
So you looking to sell?
it. Yeah.
I could be willing to buy.
I don't know. What do you think?
Sorry, what?
Yeah. Well, I brought my buddy here along because he knows people on campus.
Oh, yeah? You look like a Kim to me.
Maybe.
I've been known to dabble.
All right, well. I could be looking to buy depending on what you got. If you're looking to sell, that's no problem. If you're going to buy something you don't have, that's no problem.
Yeah.
What we're looking for really is an assessment of risk.
Yeah.
Have you had any business partners or associates on the campus that have gone quiet of late?
Not especially.
Oh, that is good to hear.
I think so. Though, I'll be sure to give them a friendly warning.
Probably a good idea. Because if the DEA is here, there ain't no sense in giving them any reason to stick around.
Agreed. I appreciate the information, and as a thank you, I'm willing to do business with you.
Well, all right. I could be in touch.
All right. Cook up what you got to cook up.
Of course.
I can move all kinds of stuff.
I'm sure you can.
It'd be kind of nice to get some homegrown stuff.
Looking forward to doing business with you then. Once the heat is cleared, of course.
Sure. Sucks to have your market curbed, but I bet you it won't last. Especially with all that shit they got going on with the police.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I heard about that.
Fucked up is what it is.
You heard anything about that?
Shit. I hear all kinds of shit about that.
What kind of shit?
I hear word that it wasn't no Al Qaeda, if you know what I mean.
Oh, the homegrown sort then.
Mm-hmm. News outlets can't figure out what they're talking about. Some of them are saying Islamic fundamentalists, others are saying alt-right.
I wonder if the news outlets get anything right.
Yeah, well,
Who do you think it is?
I mean, it ain't my set, but they're brothers. And normally not the kind of thing I'd be out with, but from what I understand, they're not hiding the fact. Heard it was little heads.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those assholes.
And what you even know?
I've had dealings.
Yeah, well, so have I. And they all right.
Well, if you say so.
Though if this is true, I don't know what kind of stuff.
Doesn't seem like a smart move to bring that kind of attention on yourself.
No, but I would have heard from now if they was denying it.
They must have good reason.
I haven't found out yet.
It makes me very curious to know what it is they know that we don't.
I don't know, but from the look of it, they trying to be the most thug ass motherfuckers in Toledo.
Yeah, what else is new?
It's pretty fucking new, actually. Little heads are a little operation. Ain't nothing like Gangsta Disciples. They all over this place. Hundreds of them. Little heads, just a little crew. One little neighborhood.
There's more than a leap to small time like them to this kind of business. That's more like a pole vault.
Yeah. One of my homeboys is one of them said that they straightened up claiming it.
You think they found themselves a backer?
I don't know. I don't know how much longer they can really stand to call themselves Bloods. My set leader, he says they out.
But they're claiming that they're either crazy or stupid.
Or someone is making them an offer they can't refuse. It doesn't seem in character with their crew. It's not far from where I grew up.
Yeah, well, I don't know. But as you were saying, I ain't so worried about DEA on campus right now.
Yeah, it does seem like there are other concerns at the moment. Yeah, well, I assume Bobby gave you my number.
Yeah. He pulls out and writes something on a piece of paper, hands it to you.
The number he gave you is good until it ain't good, if you know what I mean.
Hey, if it ain't good, it ain't good.
But I'll be in touch.
All right. You guys break out?
Yep.
So, maybe not quite what you were looking for, but you certainly got a contact named Theo.
Found out the Little Head Bloods are trying to up their game significantly.
Yep.
Does not seem like a smart move.
No, not at all.
They must know something we don't.
Well, they got better backing than we know of.
Or they're crazy.
Or stupid.
Or stupid. I think that is unlikely, though.
Combination of everything above. I think this is information worth passing along to Mr. Mitchell and the rest of them, but right now I think it's kind of outside of our wheelhouse, if you know what I mean.
Yes. I would agree.
I say we wait until Dakota gets back and let him pass it along.
Send a courier.
Or we can send a courier.
That is the preferred methodology. Well, if in fact these Bloods are the persons responsible, it's not something we've verified. It's merely the word of one man.
That's true, but he seemed pretty certain. I didn't notice any too many ifs, ands, or buts.
What?
I didn't think it would pop that good.
Hey Abigail, it's time for you guys to go to bed. It's 11:30, kiddo.
All right, you roll back to the joint. You have deciphered the message.
Okay.
The message is derisive of you for your complete lack of confidentiality in your message. And your future messages should be thoroughly scrutinized and ciphered in the traditional manner that only we as Tremere can read and understand properly. All of that being said, he's further disappointed in your complete lack of ingenuity in tracking this, down this chantry, and that if your lack of perception is in fact that shallow, then he will put his occult forbearance to the work at hand. He talks like that all the time.
Yeah.
He is only belittling and nothing else.
No, that's not true, but he does talk like that all the time. And then there's a bunch of gobbledygook you don't quite get, because it's really mucked up.
Okay.
But amidst it, there's one of those sigil things that whenever you transliterate it into different languages, they never form discernible words, and they always have a similar sound structure.
Okay.
And they basically equate to the syllables of do, che, sa, key.
Okay.
So you have reason to believe that that word is somehow pretty important because it doesn't map onto any frequently used occult language, which oftentimes includes English, Latin, Hebrew, Greek, French, Spanish. Did I say Latin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Enochian,
Aramaic.
Aramaic.
So the classical ancient languages. I relay that information, leaving out, of course, everything else that's not important.
Yeah, not important. So you're
Yeah,
just
this-
telling these guys?
Yeah. So, I finally translated the letter. Didn't give me much, but there was a sigil that, no matter what language I translated it into, always came out with the same result. Doce Saki. Does that sound familiar to any of you?
You're Italian.
It ain't no music. You seen these symbols around anywhere?
I haven't, but given this new information, I may want to check out the observatory again, where you collected the chalk.
Might be worth checking into. Take him with
See
you.
if anything stands out.
Got your specialized, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm
You should,
specialized.
you should go look around. We're at the library too, right? The library too, Ray?
Worth a look.
You can go to the library. I'd probably stay out of the steam tunnels if I were you, though, unless you want to meet the night beast.
Oh, I'm sure you can fight him. It'd be fine.
If it makes you feel better, he probably wouldn't kill you.
How kind of him. What?
I don't think you know this character.
You don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't know.
All right. What are you doing?
I want to spend some time digging through footage, looking for
Do
the
you want to do
weirdos.
the weekly scan?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So that's investigation and intelligence?
All right.
Or no, resolve. Resolve. It needs to be resolved.
Yeah.
Because you're looking through
We're
so
taking
much stuff.
we're taking time.
Easy.
Did you purchase the specialty in body language?
I have not, but I could. That was 3. You had said. I mean, would it be under
It's
insight?
It would be a specialty under.
You had said subterfuge. Insight would make more sense.
It could also be investigation.
Or investigation. Yeah.
I think this is investigation.
Yeah.
I think it could apply to any one of those, of course, but
Right.
I think this is an investigation. You have data
Yeah.
and you're sifting through it. And I probably did say subterfuge, but I think that's more for.
You did say subterfuge.
Well, I think that's more for I'm in front of somebody. Are they lying? Are they who they say they are?
Subterfuge is lying.
Lying.
Insight is understanding when people are doing
Understand.
things, including lying.
Yeah.
Right. So I think insight is the place that makes the most sense.
Okay. Fair enough.
Um,
I think it works for all three.
yeah. I went ahead and paid for it, so throw an extra
Throw in
dollar
an extra
on that. I don't think anything else we've done so far has really built towards this, right?
Yeah. Essentially, you're collecting data, and on a weekly basis, you can sift through it
Yeah.
and do one of these rolls, and it will add to your big total.
Right.
And then other things you do add to the total as well.
Oh, okay. All right.
either by whatever you get from a roll, or I'll just add some depending on what's going on.
All right. I am gonna spend. Good night.
Sit your hand.
Should I spin a willpower? I'm gonna spin a willpower. Damn you! All right, 3 successes.
All right, add 3 successes to the pool. I think also we need to add one to the pool because of all the stuff that you've been doing, because you're really hammering home this myth of the DEA agents, and that is going to start to get people inquiring and poking around and whatnot. So you're coalescing rumors, and maybe this person said this, and look at this. Do we have them on film? What do they look like? Pull up their photo. Like, there's all this cross-referencing shit you would do. All right. Anybody got a thing? Who's going? Are you going up to the observatory now?
Yeah.
Start keeping an eye out for. Well, let's start watching our film for. I mean, anywhere that our assistant dean, Martha Sobel, or humanities professor Daniel Thompson, or Alyssa Veneer, the Alumni Association president, anywhere they might be on campus. Let's track their movements. See if there's anyone.
You
that
can't
needs
track
us.
their movements on campus. You don't have enough coverage.
Yeah, we just have
Plus,
this.
the alumni,
The coverage
Associ-
we do have.
the alumni association president probably doesn't live on campus.
Probably not.
So basically, you would only know if they're going to be like around the observatory, because that's where your surveillance is.
Okay.
And I can just tell you they're not there.
All right. That's fair.
Now, if you wanted to take some time and try to expand your surveillance,
Yes.
more cameras, more coverage,
Right.
right? That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Right now, you guys have the observatory and environs and some areas around there covered, like entrances and exits into that region. And you're trying to wrest control of that area.
I think that's absolutely something we should do.
Oh yeah, I plan to do it. I am going to at least go ahead and look up those 3 people online, because I imagine since they're all part of big public groups that they're gonna have pictures online, so I can see what they
You
do.
absolutely have, not a problem.
Totally.
Pictures galore.
Yeah.
Professional photos, no less.
Of course.
LinkedIn.
Headshots
Yeah. Right. That's what I expected.
with the
vapid.
profile,
Yeah. The
good
vapid.
looking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So as to minimize double chin. and
Coquette
whatnot.
échangée.
Yes. No, not that.
Oh, not that.
Not that. No duck lips either.
All right. Anybody else? To waste the day away? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go out and do the expansion? You want me to do that?
Yeah.
too?
Yeah. I mean, if you're up
I will
for
fucking
let's
do it. Except I spent a lot of time doing that. And a lot of time breaking a radio today. Yesterday.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to the observatory.
Yeah, I'll go with you too.
All right. At the observatory, what are you looking for?
Can you show me where you found the chalk?
Well, I was in the library, wasn't I?
No. But I told you that it was above all of the doors.
All the doors,
and
okay.
windows.
So I proceed to check it out. Do I notice any symbols, anything like that? Or
No,
just
it's
chalk,
chalk.
just chalk on doors?
And weird haze,
And weird
because
haze?
you have sense the unseen.
Oh, yeah.
Ian wasn't using that yet.
Oh. Now I'm going to.
Oh, fair enough.
It's
I
all.
was gonna use it at some point.
I was
You
waiting
don't,
for
you don't want it always though. You gotta say it though.
No, well, I was.
I'm playfully chastising John for being your backseat player for your character.
Well, I'm the one that told him about it. So.
Yeah, so.
Fair enough. I'm just mostly being silly.
I
Mostly being silly.
And I was gonna use Seen the Unseen at this location anyways. So.
Yeah, dude. There's weird fucking shimmering, fucking red light over all the doors.
Okay. Just on the doors, nowhere else.
Doors and windows.
Doors and windows. Okay.
It doesn't do anything to you.
Does my character recognize it as a ritual that he's seen in the past, or?
Try that occult and that intelligence. See if you recognize it.
One, two. Yeah, 2.
It's warding somebody from coming in here,
Okay.
and it's not you.
Yeah.
No crap.
Well, here's something interesting.
If it's warding you, it's a pretty crap ward.
The chalk on the windows and doors are a ward, but they don't seem to affect us. So, they're either meant to detect. Well, since they're not reacting to us, they must be meant for someone else. And I doubt it's a human. Otherwise, they'd be going off like crazy.
What would happen if somebody who was warded against tried to pass through one of these doors?
They'd really get hurt.
No, they would not really get hurt. They just wouldn't be able to, and
Well,
they wouldn't be able to go through it.
okay.
And chances are, if it was a human of some type, then they would just be like
Oh, okay. So even a human wouldn't.
well, no, I'm just saying,
Okay.
right?
They
Whereas
just-
if
we
it's a
don't know.
supernatural creature, they might be more keen to be able to pick up that something's happening to them.
Well,
So
it seems to me like we got another thing to look for on the footage.
Exactly. You look for people that either turn away from the doors, or they seem a little suspicious walking up to the doorways.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is all we'll get from here.
Yeah, it ain't any different from the other night we came. Is it?
Not different.
I think so.
Okay. So I guess we head back.
Okay, add 2 successes to the pool.
Are we tallying that somewhere?
Yeah.
I am tallying it now. We were tallying it before, so I'm on 6. More cameras.
You want to expand cameras?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's move out there and do that.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me. I want you to roll. Yeah, roll that technology. And what did you roll next time? Technology and what?
I don't remember what I rolled last time.
Resolve.
That'd be taking the time to do it, I suppose.
And doing it properly and finding the right spots and
Yeah, making sure I ain't doing nothing wrong.
yeah.
3.
And of course trying to avoid being observed while you do it.
Yeah. What's it take? So you can do rouse checks to increase attributes. You can do that any attribute at this point, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Let's try it. All right, cool. I'm good. So we're gonna increase that resolve by 1 there.
Okay. And remember you have to
He's coming with me to help me though too.
okay. Well, I assume he's
If
like
I can.
you're under your direction.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so don't forget you have to remove their like security rating
Right.
from the thing,
Yeah. How many is that?
which is a 4. Okay, and do you have anything that? So he's helping you. That gives you a die.
Mm-hmm.
What
Okay.
else? What else have you got?
Well, I mean, actually, what I kind of want to know. So we have the observatory covered.
Uh-huh.
So what would be the next like zones, if you will?
You're basically choosing.
Well, I don't know what zones there are. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh,
I don't know what are my options, right?
Right. So you basically you can go. You can't go north, but you can go in any other direction. If you go to the east, you're getting administrative stuff. If you go to the south, you're getting exclusive housing stuff. And if you go to the west, you're getting really like serious, in the middle of everything, high traffic, like the mall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm either thinking administration or the mall.
East.
East to what?
East.
I've forgotten what is what
Administration
direction.
is east.
Administration is east.
Yep. To the west is the mall, you said? Yeah.
Yes, to the west is the mall, and then to the south is.
Concurrently, that's also the place that's going to attract least attention if people are flying drones overhead and stuff.
Well, that's if you're trying to. The mall, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, the mall. Administration, however, not so much.
Yeah. I still haven't broken into administration yet either.
Okay, I don't know if you can see this very well, but you see this blue area right there?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you've got.
Okay.
So you go this way, you're getting into administrative and classroom stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going south, you're getting into housing stuff, and if you go this way, you're in the mall.
Gotcha. Okay.
So now I've been overestimating that a little.
Well, so
So yeah, you're not quite into housing stuff. You're into
Yeah.
more. So it's administrative stuff to the east, classrooms to the south, and then mall to the west.
gotcha.
Not
So, going for administration is dual purposes because I do want to go back in there later as well. So, on top of setting up cameras, I'm also getting a lay of the land, and later on I can break in and kind of get what I want in that situation too.
Okay, so you're going which way?
Administration.
Okay, so you're going east.
What else can I leverage?
That's got it. You got it. Roll
Well, that is hunger dice only. Oh, we're good though. Ah, all three of them are successes.
it. Nice.
And no criticals.
Nice.
That would have been nasty.
Yeah, that would have been nasty. Yeah, you put some stuff up.
Alright.
You put some stuff up.
Set up a little bit more.
Sounds good. Anybody else? All right. Let's call it.
It's probably wise.
We'll do some more stuff and hopefully make it a little bit more exciting next time.
No, I think there's some good stuff in there. There's some good.
There's some
bits.
good stuff in there.
I'm excited to go hang out with the Newage people.
Yeah. So give me some desires.
Find more information on the creepy clown.
Oh, you certainly brought it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Right on. I had forgotten about the clown.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Oh, we didn't forget
For
about
a minute. Just for a minute.
Use knowledge from the past to resolve a modern problem. I really didn't do anything on that.
I sort of forced you to do that.
On the letter.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And find out what ritual / spells the chantry is using. So we know.
No, but you were. It was an intimate thing that you talked about frequently.
Okay.
You talked a lot about it. You sent a letter about it. Yeah. So yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right. Jake.
Yes.
Jake T.
Jake.
The only one that really changed was make some new contacts on campus.
Oh hell yeah. That absolutely that happened like gangbusters.
Uh,
happened.
Yeah.
Keep Vesuvius a clean place. You know, what I tried to do.
Yeah.
Um,
You were checking up on it. Like,
Yeah.
as soon as you were like, there's no cops around and things could go bad, you're like, what's up with my joint?
Yeah, exactly. And then I continue to prove myself with the camera, which of course is an ongoing thing. So
Yeah. All right, what you got?
Obviously, my ongoing desire to clean up the campus. So that's happening.
Yeah.
I wanted to investigate the library ghost,
You investigate the library ghost.
and that's actually linked to desire number 3, which I didn't really make the connection to later. But I wanted to find out about the damn chantry. I think that's the thread I'm going to pull. That's going to lead. I could be totally wrong, but I think it's leading there. I'm probably totally wrong.
Well, you brought it up though. I mean, you were like, "Hey, where's the chantry? What's going on? Did you figure out how to do it? What's the deal? What you got?"
And also I'm thinking this chick, if she died by supernatural means, it's from damn Tremere on campus. They know chantry is, that's where it was. So who, you know.
You're writing the narrative in the background. I know you are.
Hell yeah, I am.
Hell yeah, baby.
That's okay. We're on the same page. I was thinking the same thing. But also, it's vampires for sure. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also wanting to track down the chantry and learn a secret. Is what mine specifically says.
How did you do that?
So I don't know that I did it much. I brought it up with him, but not too much really.
Okay, fair
So-
enough. Next.
And then didn't do it, but talked about it. Snooping the school records for clues.
Oh yeah, you talked about that. Yeah. I saw you trying to move in that direction.
Yeah. I don't have a third one at the moment.
You don't have a third one.
Couldn't think of a third
What's the
one
deal?
for today. Just didn't put one down. I raced a whole bunch of them, then went.
You erased a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, and I was like,
Goofball.
I don't know what I
How does that work?
fucking- Yeah.
I also erased a bunch, but that's because I had 3 new ones. But my list was up to like 11, so I erased a bunch.
All right. Well, some slow but definite progress for the Watchmen.
Yeah. It's happening, man. It's happening.